At 62 years old, I've learned a few things about training, and particularly about training chest, because that is the muscle every guy wants. So in this video, I want to show you 4 exercises that I do to keep my chest big and my shoulders safe. The first exercise I start off with is incline press. Now you could do an incline press with pretty much anything. This bar is pretty interesting right here. This is going to give me different hand grips. You could do dumbbells, you could do a barbell, but the bottom line is you want to make sure that you're doing the exercise with the right weight to give you the muscular hypertrophy that you're looking for. So typically that's around 8 to 12 repetitions with a weight that you can do for at least 8, but no more than 12. So you want to challenge yourself, but you want to stay strong and you want to stay safe. Another thing I want to talk about is range of motion. Range of motion is vital. If you have any issues at all with your shoulders, you might want to limit your range of motion. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So what you're going to read in the books is the range of motion for chest is to where your upper arms are 90 degrees with the floor. So this would be where most people would tell you to stay. But what I would say is this: you have to work with your ability. So my ability with my shoulder strength and flexibility is I come all the way down to get a full stretch. I'm going to get this, come down, and come all the way down to where that barely touches my chest, and then all the way back up. But one of the things that I want to point out is tempo. So you should come down with a 3-second tempo, nice and slow. I'm over exaggerating this. And then a 3-second tempo on the way up. A lot of guys are going to rush through the exercise and let momentum be a part of what you're doing. So let me tell you something. The key to all of this is getting your mind and your muscle connected. If you can choose a weight that you can control that's going to challenge you at the same time and go through full range of motion, every single exercise that you do is going to be beneficial to growing your chest and keeping your shoulders safe. Anytime you change any variable in your exercise program, whether it's chest or any other body part, changing the angle, changing the grip size, changing the tempo, changing anything is going to change the entire exercise. So in theory, I could not leave this bench right here and just use each one of these different grips to have this be challenging through every single set that I do and every single repetition that I do. So what I would encourage you to do is don't get caught up in doing the same thing every time. Now, while I say to start your exercise program with inclines, one week maybe you do incline dumbbell press. The next week maybe you find a bar like this. The next time you do chest, you do a barbell. Slow down your repetitions. Play with lighter weight. Go for higher repetitions, because the bottom line is you're constantly going to be challenging your chest if you're doing things differently. Your body's the most adaptive organism on the known universe, so it needs to adapt to anything that you change. That is the bottom line. So when I go from this grip out here to this grip in here, it absolutely changes everything about the exact same exercise, but it's completely different because my hands are different on the bar. I could slow down and press hard on the way up. So all of this little nuance makes things change for you. So just make sure that you're being aware of what you're doing, and this is where journaling comes into play. So you could write down incline dumbbell press with X amount of weight and X amount of repetitions, and come back next week and just look at your journal and make sure that you're changing things up. So to wrap it up with incline chest, make sure you're using a variety. Make sure you're using a weight that's challenging to you, and make sure you're using tempos that are going to get your mind and your muscle connected, so you're working every single fiber in your chest. It's not so much about how many reps you do or how much weight you lift. It's about how you lift, what it's, being on that bar at that time. So make sure you're focused. When you come in the door of that gym, be ready to get locked in and get every ounce of benefit from every single move that you do. That's a big thing that I see guys doing. They're so focused on sets and reps that they miss out on each rep of every set. Pro tip: rack your weights when you're done, man. There's nothing worse than when someone comes into the gym and they're just not thoughtful about the next person that's going to use it. Clean the machine, take the weights off, and if you see somebody else's weights on there, just clean those up too, man. This is gym etiquette. So the next exercise I do is cable flies. Now you could use a machine for this, you could use these selectorized weights. Just put the weight at a height that is comfortable for you. And another thing that you want to focus on is range of motion. Range of motion is key in all of these. Again, I have a range of motion in my chest that I can come all the way back and get a really good stretch. You might need to limit your range of motion here, but make sure that you're contracting your muscle when you're coming in. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I use to really emphasize the contraction. So you're stepped out away from the machine and you're coming back nice and controlled and slow, stretching that chest, really emphasizing the stretch, and then exhale on the effort, and you get the contraction right here. So here's a little tip for you. I'm going to pretend that I have a dowel rod in here. So if there was a rod sticking out of here or two magnets together, what I like to do is stretch out like this, and then when I'm bringing this together, I turn them like I'm putting that dowel rod into that hole right here. So you want to go nice and slow and controlled, or like you have two magnets touching together. Again, I see a lot of guys just doing this. That's still going to work your muscle, but you want to get that mind-muscle connection. So a good stretch, exhale, slow it down, and squeeze it. I want you to think about this here. Think about all the muscle fibers in your chest. When you're contracting that muscle, that body part, think about all of those fibers working. So many guys overtrain. The problem when we get older is doing too much. It isn't that we're not doing enough, we're doing too much expecting to get a different result. We're not 22 anymore, and I'm not trying to say that you're old. What I'm trying to say is we need to train differently. I've seen guys hurt their shoulders from doing too many push-ups. So it's not volume as much as it is execution. So here's another thing that I like to do with dumbbells. You can, just this variation right here confuses your muscles because it has become accustomed to doing this. This is the traditional way of doing a chest press. So if all of a sudden I'm pressing it up here, pressing it up here, or starting here, leaving one up, that changes everything. So play around with the exercises that you've done for years and make that same exercise different. Another little pro tip for you. I like visiting different gyms. This is a new gym for me. When I'm at a new gym, I always make sure that I use machines that I don't have at my gym. Because again, your body gets accustomed to the same thing. So we constantly want to be changing to make sure that our body is being stimulated, confused, challenged, pushed, whatever you want to call it. But just going on this machine here compared to what I do at my gym is already different for me. So make sure you're using a variety of different machines, and I'm overemphasizing this, but tempo, range of motion, execution, and all of that, because we get caught up in routines, we get caught up in splits, we get caught up in things that we think our body's not able to grow or change anymore, but it actually is. If you change things up and really get your mind and your muscle connected, that is the absolute key to this. It's not, again, about how much you lift, how many sets you do, it's about how you do those sets and reps and what you're doing to change things up. It's the confusion principle that Joe Weider coined years ago. If we confuse our body in any particular body part, it has nothing to do but get stronger and improve. That's just the way we're designed. Your human body wants to get stronger, it wants to be leaner, but we limit that by thinking, I'm too old, it's too late, I have too many injuries. None of that is true. You have to get out of that mindset. And again, using different machines and doing exercises differently is the key to constant improvement without injury. Okay, so as a Marine, I've done tens of thousands of push-ups. I think push-ups are probably the most time-honored, beneficial exercises that we can do, because you're not limited by not having a gym, you're not limited by anything other than your desire to either do them or not. But what I like to do differently is use push-up handles. I don't have any here, so all I'm gonna do is take these dumbbells, put them down on the ground, and use these to increase my range of motion on push-ups. So I can come all the way down. Plus another thing this is gonna do is keep your wrists safe. So when you're doing a push-up with your wrist like this, that could potentially make it uncomfortable. When you're using something like this, you're not limited by that pain or inability to do it. So again, push-ups need to be done properly. So one pro tip that I want to give you is when you get in the push-up position, pull your belly button back towards your spine. That activates your transverse abdominis, the deep muscle in your abdomen. That will tighten and strengthen your core so it looks like I'm here, perfectly straight. I pull my belly button back and then I'm coming down nice and slow. Nose touches the ground and back up. Some people think that a push-up isn't going to build your chest. I beg to differ. I'm a believer that anything that you're doing exercise-wise is going to benefit you. You do not always need heavy weights. And heavy weights could be the reason your shoulders are hurt. And not using heavy weights, for me, is the reason that my shoulders are not hurt. I've been doing this for basically my entire life, and thankfully, I haven't had any shoulder issues at all. And when I do have something that comes up in my body, I make sure that I take care of it right away. I go seek help, massage, stretch, supplementation, rest. So as I close this video out, I want to say a few important things. Consistency is what has kept me looking the way I look at age 62. There's no tricks, there's no biohacks, there's no TRT or peptide that is going to replace you being consistent in the gym. And injuries are a really quick way to not show up and tell yourself, I can't do this anymore. There's a workaround to everything. So the workaround for chest would be as simple as, let me show you. If I say, do a dumbbell press, and you say, Clark, my shoulders hurt, it's most likely because you're doing it like this. So instead of doing it like this, do it like this. It's that simple of a modification. Because when you turn this out, that puts your shoulder in a really good position to where it could get impinged right about here. But if I change that angle, I take away that pressure on my shoulder. So it's not a matter of not doing something, it's a matter of doing something different. My mom said it best when I was a kid. I said, Mom, it hurts when I breathe. She said, don't breathe. So I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, just change the way you're washing the baby. Understand that your human body, again, is the most adaptive organism on the known universe. It will adapt to the demands that you place on it. And when you do things differently, it has no other option but to grow and get stronger. Eat right, consistently. Find a program that is sustainable for you. Personally, what I do is a Mediterranean style. I don't limit any macro. I eat everything, but I eat everything to the point where I'm satisfied, not full. My workouts last no longer than 20 minutes because I'm not in here trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to get results, and I'm getting results. And again, the consistency is the number one thing that anyone could do regardless of their age. I'm looking at different body types in this gym. I'm looking at different ages in this gym. I'm looking at different professions in this gym. Not everyone does this profession like I do, but they're in here doing something consistently, and most people in this gym have someone teaching them what to do. So if you're missing information and you need help, that's what I do. I have a program called Maximize Man Elite. There's a link on this video. I would encourage you to click on that link and check it out for yourself, at least see if it's right for you. If it's not, there is a program out there right for you. Subscribe to the channel, man, because I want to continue to bring you more great information. Set your notifications, comment below. More than anything else, I need to know what you want to hear and what you want to see, because that's the video I'll make next. I'm tired of trying to figure out what you want. I need to know what you want, so comment below. I appreciate you being here. That's it, man. My workout's done. That's all I really need to do. 4 exercises. They're going to keep my shoulders safe at the ripe old age of 62. It's never too late. You're never too old, and you're awesome. Make it a great day.